Rogue Stinger Hive detected. System curtailed. System back online.
Right now behind him.
Agent down. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue defender drone detected. Rogue assault turret detected. System malfunctioning. Rogue agent killed.
You're down. Yeah. Oh, they're going rogue.
Really? Oh, he got beat.
You're dead.
Stinger Hive detected. Rogue agent neutralized. Goodbye. Rogue agent eliminated. Agent down. Easy drop claimed by A-Shape agent. Contaminated gear detected. Rogue Hive detected. Has expired.
Yeah. Yeah, you're done, dude.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Agent neutralized.
Bro, 3-piece striker with it is actually disgusting, bro. It's not even okay. I'm hitting them with like 2 bullets and their armor's just vanishing, dude. Hi, behind your friend.
Watch this shit. This guy's gonna try to face tank me with the shield. Shield's gone. You're dead. Yeah, bro. Look at that.
You're riding. Ah.
This guy thinks I'm.
You said I was hiding. You said I was hiding behind my friend, but it's called going down to heal. Going down to heal. Hiding like a chicken is not at all. If I'm up here and I jump over to put on the med kit, that's not hiding. But who's dead though, right? Exactly. Try again. Well, here you go. Taking the iPad again, bro. I just told you not to. Oh, here goes whoever this is.
Yeah, I'm letting him right here.
Rogue Hive
And Jug.
detected.
He's dead.
30 more taking and 60 output.
He's getting melted.
I'm gonna throw my EV with my freaking glass cannon on. There's 2 more. Two.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Oh, your shit's gone now? You're melted.
I'm covered with my glass cannon.
He's already dead.
Solito, you're good. Oh, he's gonna die.
Oh, there goes your high, bro. Yo, what's up everyone? Fuzzy Juggernaut here. So, I've been playing with the build, my clutch build, for about the past couple weeks off and on, and I like it a lot. I was trying to create something different than True Patriot. I've had quite a few builds that I've been doing that don't utilize that or the Pestilence, but this is one of my favorites, and I was trying to create something for TU9 also that would still be viable without having to use Fox's prayer knee pads or contractor's gloves or any of that stuff. And so right now I'm about to get into it and show you. So the build, we're going to be running the firewall specialization for the medkit mainly purpose. I'll get into that in a minute with the chest piece and everything, but besides that, we're going to be running the tactical vector SBR 9mm. This one's at 70k, which is pretty good. It's almost god rolled, not quite though. I'm missing a little bit on the crit hit chance, and I can still roll it. On this one, I actually prefer to use fast hands instead of strained. Reason being is that I feel like I get more DPS out of being able to reload quicker. Strained gives you the stacks on the critical hit damage, which is nice, and I've used it, but I felt like I had better results using fast hands, and I had another vector that I was using it on, so overall, I prefer fast hands, but you can go strained. It's up to you. This one's got maxed out SMG damage, 17% critical hit chance, and 10% critical hit damage. And fast hands gives you critical hits at a stack of 4% reload bonus speed. Max stack is 40. It stacks up pretty nice, and I know the vector already reloads pretty fast, but it's amazing in fights how fast you can reload. Unfortunately, it only has 40 rounds, but it does more damage than the other vectors. My next weapon I'm using is my infantry MG5. This one's at 65k damage. Pretty much have it for the RPM. This one's not even close to being that great of a roll, but it's fine. It does have strained on it though, so you can make up on your back bar if you want to switch for the strained. And strained gives you 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you are firing. Stacks up to 5 times. Got an 85 round mag, so it's not too bad. 10% LMG damage, 11% damage to target out of cover, and 7% critical hit chance. Like I said, it's not the best roll, but it is what it is. And it works fine for me. Our next one, this is my sidearm. You can use whatever you want. I just always use the M45A1. It's one of my favorite pistols. So getting into it, we'll go to our mask. The mask is going to be a 511. You're going to want 2 pieces of 511. This is how I run it. You can run it multiple ways, but I run 2 pieces of 511. 1 Seska. I run 2 Sokolov and 1 R&K. Mask is going to give us, first piece is going to give us 10% health, and then the second piece is going to give us 15% incoming repairs. Incoming repairs is really important because it stacks up and helps your armor and your heals for your clutch, which is on the backpack. Incoming repairs is really important for a clutch build, and you don't need all reds to make clutch work at all. I'm running 4 blues on this actually. I'd prefer to have more armor, and I still melt people pretty quick with it while getting really good heals. This one I'm running close to max armor, 164,000 armor. The minor attributes are going to be 6% critical hit chance, which I maxed out, and then critical hit damage. On this build, I'm trying to go for as much critical hit damage and critical hit chance as I can. Some of the pieces aren't fully what I'd like them to be, but if you have better, it'll work better to your benefit. And then I have incoming repairs on the mod. This one's only 17.6. I have higher ones on another character I just needed to pull off, but I've just been sort of lazy. So, second piece is going to be our Sokolov. This is going to give us 10% SMG damage, and then our second piece will give us critical 15% critical hit damage. I rolled max armor onto this one. It has 14 repair skills, 14%, 4% critical hit chance, and then I put a critical hit damage mod on it. Our second piece is going to be Sokolov Concern. This is going to give us 10% SMG damage. And then our second piece will give us 15% critical hit damage. I rolled max armor on it, on our core attribute, and the minor attributes aren't the best, but it's the best one that I had that I could roll like this. So I have Unbreakable on it, and then the attributes are 14% repair skills and 4% critical hit chance. I'd prefer to have critical hit damage where the repair skills are, but that's what I have for right now. I've been trying to get a better one. And then I put a critical hit damage mod on it, and that's 11.5%. Higher one you can get if you have it would be better, but it's going to help with our critical hit damage. And like I said before, we're trying to stack critical hit chance and critical hit damage so we can do maximum damage as fast as possible. Running Unbreakable on the talent. You can run Efficient if you want. So Unbreakable gives you, when your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. Cooldown at 60 seconds. It's nice because when it pretty much our armors, we're getting hit real quick and go to 15%, we're going to be healing up. And it gives you a chance for your armor to break. So if your armor does break, that time you should be already putting on a med kit. And that med kit's going to give you 200% due to the firewall passive for the med kits and the healing. But you can run Efficient if you want. You just have to time it a little better and get behind cover, be able to proc it right away, hopefully, if you can. But I prefer Unbreakable for this build. Our next piece is going to be our 511 holster. This one's going to give us 10% health and 15% incoming repairs. This is the second piece. We have almost maxed armor on it. And then I have crit chance, 5.3% crit chance. And then I rolled 12% max critical hit damage on it. For our backpack, we're going to be running the Seska. This is going to give us critical hit chance, so it's going to stack up to more, so we can push that critical hit chance to max 60. You get a lot with SMGs as it is, but I just pushed it to where I can have 60 and then have as much critical hit damage as I can possibly get. So on this one, I've got 11.7 weapon damage. My minor attributes are going to be 6% critical hit chance, which I rolled onto there, and then I have 10.5% critical hit damage. And then for my mod, I put 17.8% incoming repairs. Now, the reason I'm rocking the Seska backpack is because it gives you incoming repairs, and you can rock a 511 if you want, and you have a better Seska holster to put down there. That works fine too. It's just I didn't have any Seska holsters that were as good as that one, so I just used the backpack because a lot of them come with clutch already. My perfect clutch ones, unfortunately, I destroyed and got rid of a bunch of them, and the other ones that I have left don't have good rolls, so I use this one. Clutch is going to give you, if you are below 15% armor, critical hits repair 2.5% missing armor. Kills allow you to repair up to 100% armor for 4 to 10 seconds based on your number of core attributes, red core attributes. And we only have 2, but it does work. As you can see in the footage, it does work. Like I literally get good amount of heals back, especially with the incoming repairs. And I like to have a little bit of the tankiness due. Next piece is going to be our hands, which are going to be Richter and Kaiser. Maxed out weapon damage on these ones. I was trying to get a roll where I could get critical hit chance and critical hit damage, but I still can't get a pair, which sucks. But it is what it is, and I'm trying to get some better ones. So if you have ones that you get that have critical hit chance and critical hit damage, that would be ideal. And then just roll your weapon damage on the top. But what this is going to give us is 15% incoming repairs, which is also going to stack with the incoming repairs on these 2 pieces up here. And it's going to also stack for Unbreakable too, talent. So your Unbreakable will get a bigger chunk of armor back. And the heals you get from clutch will work a lot better too. And then our last piece is the second piece of Sokolov. These are the knees. So this is going to give us 10% SMG damage, 15% critical hit damage. And then our core attribute, I rolled close to max armor. You don't want repair skills. You'd want critical hit chance If you don't want to roll armor on the top and you want to just have 3 armors, you can get these knee pads and you can have red max damage on the top and then try to have a critical hit chance and critical hit damage. For our skills, our first one is going to be the Striker Ballistic Shield. This one's going to be at 3.5 million health, which is not bad, and it helps. And I know a shield can be cheesy sometimes, but I choose to have it because I'm normally getting hit by multiple people at once always. So I throw on the shield, and it helps a lot, deflect a lot of the damage. You can run Defender Drone, whatever you prefer. But I personally like the shield, especially since we're getting 4 blue tiers, so it helps amp that shield up a lot. And you get your damage modifiers too from enemies that are shooting at you in front of you. So it's nice, it helps with a lot of damage and to help pretty much melt people down real quick. Let's see the mods on here. I've got 4.3% shield health, 4% damage bonus. This damage bonus is going to give you bonuses for per person that shoots your shield that's in front of you or to the side, that's in your way. So every time each one of those people shooting you is going to increase your damage output of your weapon as that shield's taking that damage. And then the other one is a 4% shield health mod. The next one's going to be the Jammer Pulse. You can run Hive if you want, or the Stinger Hive if you want, or whatever you'd prefer, or even the Defender Drone. But I prefer the Jammer because everyone's running Bleeder Hives right now, so I prefer to have this. Plus it helps jam all their skills. For my grenade, I'm just using the concussion. You can use the cluster grenade though, it does work really well. Both of them, I just throw the concussion on though, but the cluster does work really well too. Let's go to the stats. So in PvP it's saying 31,000. We're at 60% crit and then 107 critical hit damage. Now like I said, you could put strained on this instead of fast hands. I prefer fast hands, but that's just me. You could put strained on here and that would boost it up probably to like 150, 157 or something like that, maybe more critical hit damage. And then our headshot damage is at 50, which isn't horrible, but it's not really great. I'm not too worried about that. I'm doing mostly body shots with this anyway, so. Let's go down. All weapon damage bonus is 36.7. And then 40% submachine gun damage. So that's not too bad for having 4 blues and running a clutch build. Our armor is at 1.4 million. Our max health is 306, which isn't bad either. And then our incoming repairs is at 65.4%. You can get this even higher with higher mods too. My higher mods are actually on my other character because I run a different build that needs them, but all you have to do is farm some of those mods and you should be okay. But at 65% it's still pretty good. 80% would be perfect almost, but it's not as easy to get to 80%. 50% pulse resistance and 3% hazard protection, which hazard isn't much, but I'm not really going for that because we're trying to pretty much run up and kill the opponent pretty fast and get out of there and heal up using a med kit. That's what you have Unbreakable for. So if you need to dash in, melt them down, and then run and get behind some cover real fast, put on a med kit, you'll be able to take a lot of damage, and then you just pretty much rinse and repeat. The Unbreakable is just there to help you get out of sticky situations when it breaks, so you can get another med kit on. And that's about it. Appreciate everyone for watching. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Hope you all have a good day and enjoy the build. Subscribe if you want. You don't have to either way. Doesn't matter. Like or dislike. I appreciate everyone just checking it out. So have a good day.